Hey Craftinistas, welcome back to my channel and another opportunity to craft and create with me. So today I'm going to show you how I turned this decal, which used to be one cut, into two cuts and two separate colors. So to get started, we're going to open up our design space and then I'll show you how I did it. So first, as you can see, the original design was this one here in the dark purple, and it's just one cut and one color. What we're going to do is we're going to create this other design, which is two cuts and two colors. And the way that we did this was by using the slice tool within Cricut Design Space. As you can see, once you slice it out, it will create two separate layers, which will cut two separate times, as opposed to the original design straight from Cricut Access, which when I change the color, as you can see, it's just one layer. So how did I do it? First, I'm going to start by finding the image that I want to use, which is this strong design, which was created by Shanice from Party Mavens. As y'all have already noticed, I've done a few tutorials with her designs because I love them. I searched Africa and then I filtered by what's available in Cricut Access. You can see some of the other designs that are available here as well. And you'll know you selected the image when it's green around the frame. So you'll insert the image. Of course, it's a little bit larger than what we need, but that's okay because we're just doing this for demonstration purposes. So I'm going to change the color to make it even more obvious that this is a brand new version of the same design. And it's one layer like you can see here. All right, so for the lavender one, what we want to do is separate out the Africa silhouette. The silhouette of the continent of Africa is what we want to separate. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit to give us a little bit more free space in our working area, and I'm going to insert a square. Of course, the square inserted beyond what I scrolled, but that's okay because I can go ahead and grab it. I'm going to change the color of the square to make it even more obvious with the color differences. I think I'm going to make it a little bit darker. I'm going to unlock the proportions because actually we don't need a square, we really need a rectangle. So I'm going to unlock the proportions so I can adjust it to be more of a rectangle than a square. And I want to make sure that I'm only putting the rectangle over the part that I want to cut out, which is the Africa silhouette. And I'm double checking on all sides to make sure that that's all the rectangle is touching. I'm going to left click, drag my mouse over the entire part of the design, which is only two layers. And from my options, the slice, the weld, and the attach, I'm going to select slice. And what that does is it will give me an additional two layers. So I used to have two layers, now I have four. So I have the sliced out Africa, I have the square, and then I have the original Africa silhouette that's still purple. And I also have the fourth layer are the letters S, T, R, N, and G. So I can delete the square. I'm going to delete the original silhouette as well, which leaves me with the slice silhouette and the letters. So as you can see here, now it's two different layers. And I can play around with it a little bit. I can change the color. So when I change the color now, if I change the color of the letters change, but the Africa silhouette does not change. So to make it less confusing, I'm going to hide the example design and I can left click, drag my mouse over the design that we just worked on. And as you can see, when you do that, you can also move the design around as a whole. I can make it smaller together. I can make it larger together. I can adjust the size. I can adjust the location in my canvas as well, which makes it easier to work with. So as you can see the difference here, we have the one layer with the one color. And then for the design we're working with, we have the two layers. Now for the design size for my tumbler, it is 6.1 inches long and 1.8 inches high. So I'm going to make sure that I adjust that design, which I also have to unlock the proportions in order to do that as well. And you can see that they're about the same size. So I can move the Africa around, which just a double check to make sure that it is still two separate layers, which is what I want because I'm going to cut out the gold and the kente. So I'm going to hide the original one just so you guys can see the different colors of the mats. Now this trick comes in handy if you want to do different things with your layer. So for example, if you want to mirror one part of your design and you want to keep the other part of your design the same, this really comes in handy. You can adjust it to wherever you're going to put your vinyl on your mat. And it really does come in handy if you want to take something from Cricut Access that may be a little bit on the plain side and you want to add your own flair to it. You can use the slice tool. Remember to watch my tutorial on how I actually apply the 651 vinyl to the skinny tumbler. And the end result is this beautiful tumbler here with the strong design. You see it has the gold vinyl and it also has the Kente print 651. So that's it for this edition of Tip Tuesdays. Remember, you can follow me on social media, join my Facebook group, Crafters Plus Creator, and check out my website. Thank you for watching, and remember, you can craft and create a beautiful life. Take care.